Well, good morning, everyone. We are finally to November. Jarrod and I are kind of having a little hybrid approach to work and hunting. We're going to start hitting mornings here and there, and we've been after a big mule deer, hoping he's going to move to a spot we can hunt him. And then we're also on a search for a second big deer, whether it be whitetail or mule deer. We don't really care, but we just haven't found a lot of big mature animals this year. So right now is when they start showing their faces, and we're gonna glass, cover ground. If we see something we like, we're gonna go on a stalk. If we don't, we're gonna go back to work. So November 1st, here we go. All right, guys, well, it's about mid-morning on November 3rd, and we just glassed up what we think is a big-bodied mature animal. We are on public land, so it's about a mile hike in, but we got a north wind right in our face. We're gonna cruise into the CRP, and there's a little bull back in here, and we seen him from a long ways north of there, and it just looks like a big mature body. We couldn't tell rack-wise because it's just a long ways that we could not see anything, but so we're gonna cruise back in here, and hopefully it's a good one. We're gonna go check it out. Alright, guys, I think we found our deer. It's a mule deer, and he's kind of broke up a little bit, and it looks like he's got velvet still stuck on his rack, which that's kind of been a telltale for us in the last couple of years, where it's almost like a chronic wasting situation or something. He just isn't acting right. He's by himself. So we're gonna crawl up here. We're within 50 yards probably right now. So we're gonna crawl up here and see if we can't get some film of him. He's just hanging out by himself, and I'm just gonna see what he looks like once we get up here. Not gonna shoot him. All right, well, we had a fun morning and didn't find one we wanted to shoot, but we did find a whitetail buck bedded with a couple of does. Surprise, surprise, it's November. And then we found a lone, old, what I'm gonna call over the hill mule deer, which is what we're after, but he was going downhill bad enough that just didn't quite want to put the tag on him, so it was good. We did spot a mature buck this morning, which was him, and we did make a good stalk. We got him within 15 yards, so we did our part. He stood for a shot. We decided not to take it, so not a bad morning. We're gonna head back to work, and we're gonna move some cameras around tomorrow, being November 4th, trying to get Hunter on a buck. Jarrod's gonna take his boy out pheasant hunting, and then we're gonna start back again on the 5th on Sunday morning, trying to locate another big one. So keep with us. All right, guys, here's the situation. It is midday on the 9th. It's about 1:30, and we have just finally located a good mature mule deer buck. And Jarrod is going to be on the bow this afternoon. I'm going to bring up the camera and hopefully get an awesome kill on film here. This mule deer is he's a good typical, and he's got a big kind of heart-shaped frame, so it's just really cool looking. And again, we haven't turned up a lot of big bucks, so we've got to make a move on this one, and hopefully he'll come into a decoy. All right, guys, well, we're off to the races, and there's not a whole lot that excites me more than getting in the game with a decoy and a mature buck. He just bedded down on a side hill in some yucca plants just below a fence line, and I feel like, looking right now, we have lots of good terrain to work in, so the fact that we're going to be in the game quick is getting me a little bit giddy right now. So here we go. Stalemate right now. This wind has been out of the south all day, while our deer are kind of northwest of us right now. So we are not in a great spot, but everything below them, we feel like they can see us. The wind is supposed to shift out of the northwest here in a little bit. So if we're patient, I feel like we can take this fence line to them and stay up on their level and be good. It's killing me right now because it's dead calm, and I'm hoping that wind switches and kind of starts blowing in our face a little bit. So right now we're just holding out right now for a bit. All right, guys, we got good news. Jarrod had a good idea. We came up this corner. We crossed right here. These deer are just over the hill, but if we get far enough west, they can't see us. So Jarrod did a really good job of seeing if we get over the hill to the bottom right here, we can slip back down to the east and present the decoy at probably like 100. So we're gonna cross this fence and get down. She's gonna jump, I think. Well, plan C. They already got up and moved before we got in position. So they ran up over the hill, and now we've got to relocate them. Hopefully they're not too far here. Do you see him?
There's an outside chance they work out towards the water. But there's definitely in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
If that don't get it kind of going, oh yeah, things cool.
This still wants to come, but my goodness.
Yeah.
We can just catch a break on the wind somehow.
Yeah, if it does a 180.
Yep. I would just do a 45. They're gonna get our wind, so be ready to shoot, like quick.
Shoot on that side.
Right here, get ready to shoot. Like you gotta get ready to kill him right now. Like I don't know what he is, but he's down there. Like they can catch our wind anytime. You're gonna be able to range him, alright? He's gotta be like 60, man. She's gonna smell us right there. Get ready, pull back, pull back. 50, 50. He's up.
I don't think I hit
You
him.
hit him.
I did. Good. That's high. It was probably 45. That's why I don't shoot without a range.
I knew that. I saw that those nose turn up.
I get it, but I should have just not shot. We gotta hunt him. I just flat don't shoot without a range.
I understand, dude.
Damn it, why'd I do it?
Well, unfortunately, Jarrod hit this buck a little bit high due to having to make a quick shot as they were working downwind. All we could do was sit back and watch and hope that he worked into an area where we could get back on him.
Still has the arrow.
Last I saw, he did.
Yeah, but I can't see it now.
Well, as luck would have it, this buck worked his way up to another doe herd, and with all the chaos of him scent checking everybody, it allowed us to work in with the wind in our face.
You just be on the face. Is that him? Just wait. She's close right here, I think. What's this doe at? Should be like 45. That fence is 43. She's on the other side of the edge. Yeah, just barely. I would just shoot him for like 45 when he comes down there. Yeah. He's away right now. Right. Right there. It's going to be about 47, 48. Still have the arrow. Did you hit it? That one turned, didn't it? Didn't that go through it? Maybe not. Get another one in him. Okay, give me the range. Give me the range. I thought that went right through him. I think it might have hit the barbed wire. How far? 60. 60. Fuck, I think I hit a barbed wire. That. Hit him. I got him. He's good there. I was gonna. I think he's really good there. Dude, let's get to the fence at least. I think he's really good there. That other one hit the barbed wire, went right through it. Alright guys, well, good news. Jarrod got an arrow in this big guy. The crazy part about this is Jarrod's first shot, the doe was going downwind, and she got our wind, and I told Jarrod, I'm like, dude, it's now or never, and I just said 50 yards, and he was 40, so he hit him high. Hate doing that. Jarrod beats himself up every day for not knowing a distance, and he still pulled the trigger. It was on me, it was on him. We had to do something or else let him wind us. So I don't like it, but bow hunting sometimes is not ideal. Now, second shot, we kept pushing. We met up with the deer in this tall feed field right here, and he was pushing does around. We had our decoy. We just kept working in. The does kept kind of like circling around us, and they just kind of accepted us. The buck came back along a fence line. Jarrod ranged him at 45 roughly, hits the barbed wire, and just nails it. It glances off, catches a little bit of fur. There was another buck with him, so he thought he was just messing with him, so he just stops out there like 60. I click him at 60. Jarrod pulls back, makes a good shot. It's just a touch back, but this deer is down at the bottom, and he's gonna lay down, and we're gonna come back and get him in the morning. So this has been a fun day. This has been a hard hunt. This is a beautiful mule deer buck. We're excited, and Jarrod did a really good job. So the film isn't great, I promise, as you'll see. But
The cover that we had to operate in, it was never like,
yeah.
it was never open. I mean, nothing ever really.
trying to focus a camera in cover, and the first time I was literally zoomed all the way out and just lifted it up above the fence. Just crazy. So we're gonna let this dude lay down and just talk to you guys in the morning. Hey, good morning guys. It's November the 10th. Jarrod and I are just out glassing at first light this morning. Jarrod shot a really nice mule deer last evening and ended up being a little bit of a rodeo, but we waited this morning a little while because we wanted to glass first light in another area looking for some other deer, and we're gonna go recover his buck here pretty quick. So it's super cold. It's like 19 this morning, so not too worried about the meat spoiling. So we just decided to give it a little more time this morning and glass another area because I still have a tag. And now that the deer is starting to kind of lay back down for the day, we'll probably go head over and try to find his buck. So anyway, beautiful morning. It's a cold, crisp, perfect rut morning, and we're excited to be out. Well, it's about 10:15 a.m. and we came to the spot where we last left the deer last night, and unfortunately he was not there. We thought he would be laying right in there, but he was not. We kind of came to the north down this draw, probably 200 yards, and there's an awesome draw that came up, so right here out of the bottom, and there's a heavy trail right here. So we were just kind of like walking down this trail because we thought he would probably come up. Well, luckily Jarrod was walking back to the buggy and I was just gonna head another direction, and he found blood. And this is like 500 yards from where we left the deer last night. So we feel good about the direction he's going. So we're just gonna he came up out of this draw. We're gonna have to go up and over a hill and kind of start grid searching. So not ideal, but it's what we got.
Well, we're glassing back here, and it was looking bleak, like I thought it was a bad deal, and all of a sudden I seen what looked to be a tine in the grass. We couldn't even tell, but we come rolling up, and sure enough, we got lucky. I mean lucky. To turn him up out here in this is just... I feel blessed on that deal because I was getting really just frustrated. I mean, I made a couple bad decisions on this, and then we tried our hardest to follow out on a, and I was just getting disappointed that that's such a beautiful animal would like maybe go to waste. But man, we got lucky. So
Nice job, buddy.
thanks, man. Whew. My goodness.
That dude is awesome.
He's a beautiful deer. Dude, he didn't die very long ago. He doesn't even rigor mortis up. So,
It's an awesome deer, dude.
yeah, he's cool. He is cool. Very cool deer. Just a pretty animal. Man. Look at that.
Yeah, he's an awesome frame, dude.